All right. So many of you requested me to do a video on supply and demand. So today I'm going to show you guys one of the stocks that I'm going to look to accumulate when the price is coming lower. So this is the stock. All right, it's called Berkshire Hathaway, Class A. Can you see there's a lot of supply here? There's a lot of supply here. The stock was selling down big time. There's a lot of weak buying here. There's a lot of the sellers were pretty weak around this area, and hence can you see the sellers were so tremendous around here, right? So as the stock was climbing, moving higher and higher, it's reaching this supply zone where the sellers were looking to sell stocks, and hence during the last 1-2 months, the stock has been selling down big time, right? The stock has been selling down big time. Now, guys, this is a weekly chart, right? This is a weekly chart. This is not a daily chart. This is a weekly chart. So, in the weekly chart, as you can see, the stock is on its way down. And why Berkshire Hathaway? Why Berkshire Hathaway? It's very simple. Warren Buffett is the best investor in the world, all right? So, over the course of this pandemic sell-down, I'm observing his behavior in the market, so I can sense that I saw that he's selling all his all his shares in the airline business, Delta and all these airline aircraft companies. He's selling all his shares, and I think he sold off everything, and he made marginal profits, but his profit is big because his quantum is big. So he's selling all his airlines, and I think soon he will be selling some of his companies that is not making money. So with that, I know Berkshire Hathaway is now trying to accumulating cash. It's trying to accumulating cash, and when it tries to accumulating cash, it tells you that he's not ready to hit the market yet. So if you remember in March, the coronavirus caused the market to have a pandemic sell-down, and the sell-down was so huge that it caused the Dow Jones to crash like 8,000-9,000 points, right? So after 8,000-9,000 points, you never see Warren Buffett putting out big news saying that he's going to buy stocks. You never see he is announcing that he's buying a bank or an aeroplane or aircraft or a technology sector. He's not buying. In fact, you will see all the news, he is selling his shares, right? It tells you one more thing, right? It tells you that there may be more downside to the market, and it tells you that he foresees lower low before he's using his cash reserves to hit the market big time, right? To hit stocks big time. So I was reading a lot of about Warren Buffett, and I know as of now his pile of cash is worth $137 billion. That's net $137 billion in his account, right? This $137 billion is not asset, or it's not his net worth. That means this $137 billion is his cash, right? It's cash, and he's planning to use this cash to buy cheaper stocks with good valuation when the market crashed again. But the thing is this: will the market ever crash again? I have no idea, but I know my game plan very well. I'm going to look to buy Berkshire Hathaway when I see a good opportunity again, right? Because I think Berkshire Hathaway, over the course of the past 10 to 15 years, if you really go and study the chart, it's only one direction. It's all the way up. That means if you really accumulate this stock for the past 10 to 15 years, you will become a multi-millionaire. That hundreds of millions of dollars if you really go big in this stock. Or if you're just a small-time investor, you will probably make hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars, right? So with that, I did my homework. I'm going to go definitely Berkshire Hathaway. I love the stock, not because of Warren Buffett, because history has repeated itself that this is the company that bucked the whole trend, or this is the company that followed the trend with the Dow Jones, and hence I think it's a safe stock, and you will not feel the fear, you will not feel the worrying about buying a good stock like this. But instead, if you think of this, buying Berkshire Hathaway is like buying a very good asset that generates income every month, right? Why? Because when you buy a good stock, you can sleep well, and you don't have to worry that so many factors or variables that's going to kill the stock, right? So I also realized that as I read more and more reports, Berkshire Hathaway, I think recently this quarter, I think they lost about, the first quarter of 2020, they lost about $50 billion from the company. Why? Because of this coronavirus. and a lot of companies that they invested are losing money. That is why I think Warren Buffett is selling his shares, selling his company to cash out the money, so that he's able to reserve the money, and if the market goes lower and lower and lower, and that's where he will, I think, buy good companies. And I think based on his behavior, I study his behavior, I study the company he loves to buy, I really think I know which stocks he's going to buy, right? So that is why if I don't know exactly which stock, I'm buying his stock, because the stock that he buys will be recorded in his company, right? So that's the genius of Warren Buffett, right? That's the genius of Warren Buffett. He is so skillful in picking stocks, but the thing is, if you can't follow him, follow his company. That's the best thing. He allows you to buy his company. Okay, so I hope you learned something about supply and demand, about Warren Buffett's stock, which is Berkshire Hathaway. I study a lot about him, although I don't do too much investment, but I really study a lot about him, and I know to make a lot of money, sometimes if you're not smart, you follow. I repeat again, sometimes if you're not smart, like me, I'm not a smart guy, I follow the best guy. I follow the best practitioner, right? So I hope this video, you get something out of me. Do share this video, do subscribe to this video, or I should say, do follow me in Instagram, and if you find this information useful. Alright, that's all for me, and thank you so much.